Thank you, Stephanie. Bro, Earth is legit. The center of the universe, says Murphin.
What are you doing?
Nev says, are we also talking about the wow signal and quasars? Very interesting theme. So this is a great question, Nevs. I have a live stream in the past called Active Galaxies, in which we have in-depth covered quasars among other examples of active galaxies. So quasar, or quasi-stellar or quasi-star, is a type of active galaxy with an AGN, or an active galactic nucleus. So a very active galactic center, which basically has so much luminosity where that particular active galaxy's galactic center can outshine or rival the luminosity of the rest of the galaxy. So if you have such an active site at your center where you could rival the luminosity of the rest of the galaxy, then you're categorized as an active galaxy. Now, quasars are an example of active galaxies. There's a couple other types of active galaxies that we also mentioned, and they sort of belong in their own category. Because back in the day when Hubble was finding and discovering all sorts of different types of galaxies, we basically categorized them or organized them based on their morphology or shape, which is the three types of galaxies that we know about: spiral galaxy, elliptical galaxy, and irregular galaxies. So spiral galaxy example would be the one that we're in. Milky Way is a type of spiral galaxy. The Milky Way also has a galactic center, which is quite bright, and we have a supermassive black hole, of course, at the galactic center. Now, this wasn't all obvious all the time. We've lived in the galaxy for a long time before we realized that this is the case, and indeed that there's this supermassive black hole which eats a lot of extra material, and this infalling matter can actually give off a lot of bright radiation in radio, X-rays, etc. So, but the Milky Way is a very wholesome galaxy that we are proud to be part of. It has a lot of other things as well, stars and whatnot. There are around 200 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy, our own home galaxy. And so it is not the case that the galactic center is brighter or rivaling the brightness of the rest of the galaxy, for example, in our own galaxy. But there are certain galaxies, such as quasars or active galaxies, where that is the case. The AGN, or the galactic nucleus, is so bright. It may have jets coming out of it. It's basically this whole center of activity, and probably involves also some black holes and things like that, which then leads to the very bright center. So that's what a quasar is. In short, because we mentioned it here, I am not giving the full lecture on quasars today, but we have covered basically lectures on quasars several live streams ago, but I wanted to mention them in short, what they mean, since somebody brought it up, and they are quite a good question, quite a good thing to bring up. So thank you for that. Nebs, I believe, is who asked the question. Thank you. I have a question. One second. Oh, somebody said, Murphin said, Earth is legit the center of the universe. Now, so I don't know if you mean the solar system. So back in the past, we used to think that the Earth is the center, and we had a geocentric model for the solar system. We now know that indeed the solar system is heliocentric and the Earth is not the center. But if you mean the universe, I will say that there is sort of some truth to what you're saying, Marfin, because the universe is infinite, and right now, at any given point, because of its expansion, we actually mentioned work of Friedman, who worked on the expanding universe cosmological model. And you know, general theory of relativity was, of course, developed by Einstein. It was around the year 1917. So it's quite literally been over 100 years that we have his work and a way to describe this universe